And we're back. See, it doesn't feel right.
No, not when you say it.
No, it doesn't.
And we're back to another episode of The Hated Truth. What's up, guys? Chulo tried to beat me. Couldn't. That's why he's number 2. Bayo J3 here. Chulo.
Number 2. Allegedly. I don't know how we came up with those metrics, but...
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah, self-proclaimed.
B's number 2?
Yeah. Well, you're the Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, so...
Hey,
Billionaire, Rookie of the Year.
Hey guys, it's Faye.
Rookie of the Year.
And like Bayo said, we're back. I always do that.
Wow.
Because after we introduce ourselves, I want to say again. And we're back with another one. He just said it.
Yeah, that's why I tried, but it didn't work. I don't
Somehow
have the same energy.
We just keep saying it every time.
Yeah.
I don't have the energy.
For the record, guys, I just found out that we actually hate that saying, but we haven't come up with anything better, so...
I'm going to trademark it, and we're going to put it on everywhere.
That's why every time
and we're going to put it on your back.
Yeah.
So you're back, too.
That's a good one. All right.
Wear back shirts for you guys, so whenever you show up again to wherever you're going.
Nice. Anyways, let's get started. Today is actually our last recording of 2020.
I mean, there's only one day left in 2020.
Tomorrow.
But yes, you're right.
I mean, we could record tomorrow.
You're right.
I don't know about all that. But this is our last recording of 2020, and we thought it'd be a good way to end off the season and the year with a recap of 2020. I think we've gone through some really crazy stuff this year.
Yeah, we all have.
Still currently going through some crazy stuff personally, and I think as a country, I guess, right? As a country, we've been going through some crazy stuff. So we're just gonna, kind of run down some of those things and give you guys an idea of like what we think and maybe how we've gone through it, and hopefully you guys can relate.
There we go.
It's been a crazy year. First things first is COVID. We've been going through a pandemic this year. It's been super rough on everyone. How have you guys been taking COVID? Oh, Bayo.
The funny thing is we already spoke about this a little earlier in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Spoke about all the COVID stuff that happened to me personally, and COVID's been tough, but I just recommend everyone to continue to get testing, to take the vaccine as much as you probably don't agree with it. Rich people are trying to pay to get it early, and the minorities are actually trying to run away from it, which should kind of be the opposite. I mean, if the rich people are actually trying to pay to get in the front of the line, then that should say a lot about the vaccine and trying to make sure you stay healthy and stay on top of it. But by all means, I think COVID takes a toll on everyone in the family, and by all means, stay safe. Do everything you can to, take the proper precautions with your loved ones. And it's your responsibility to make sure that the people around you are safe.
Yes.
So what you do has a major impact on everyone else around you.
Yes. Yeah. So wear your mask, social distance, and wash your hands.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
And sing your, what is it, happy birthdays?
Happy birthday?
Oh, when you wash your hands.
Oh, happy birthday. Yes, yes,
Two happy
yes.
birthdays.
2 happy birthdays.
Equals clean hands.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. What about you, Chulo?
To be honest, as far as like COVID, I think it affected me a lot. As we spoke about that the episode about Bayo, and the hardships. So I definitely have experienced it firsthand. I also have seen a lot, not much. And I just say, Bayo, make sure you do your due diligence for you and your family and everyone that's around you.
And continue to get tested, even if you think you don't have anything. Asymptomatic people tend to just think that everything is fine, and next thing you know, then they continue to start spreading it. I mean, I just got tested today, and to be honest with you, it's something that, I don't think I have COVID, but at the end of the day, I want to make sure that, with the new strands that are coming out and everything else, that I'm taking the proper precautions for all that stuff.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I actually just went to go get tested the other day. Again, not because I've been around anyone who might have, tested back positive, or like not because I have any symptoms, but because, why not? Why not just get tested and make sure that you have the peace of mind and know that you are being safe around those that you love? So You know, I think COVID definitely brought on a darker side this year for 2020. But I also think that there were some good things that came out of it, and that sounds a little harsh to say, I think, given that it's a pandemic and we've lost a lot of lives because of it. And I think we touched a little bit upon this on our Christmas episode, but I feel like it made us be a little bit more appreciative of just being able to be surrounded by our loved ones. Yeah, that's so huge this year. I think this year everybody became a little bit more grateful for the things that I think we lose sight of.
Yeah, like the little things.
Yes, like being able to get together with the family. We all know the holidays aren't the same. It's New Year's Eve tomorrow, and we're all sitting here talking about what plans are, and really nobody has plans. Everybody's staying at home. You're pouring yourself a glass of wine or having yourself a beer or a drink. It just doesn't feel the same. Or a coquito. Doesn't feel the same, but it is what it is, nonetheless. Yep. You know? Yeah. So there's that. We also had killer hornets.
Oh my god.
How'd you guys feel about the killer hornets?
I'm glad I didn't see any. I'm glad I didn't experience them because I hate insects. I despise insects. If we can kill them all, I don't care what they benefit. I was
gonna say bees are essential.
Yeah, I kill bees too, and when I kill them, I know that they give off a little poof, so other bees know. So that's every time I kill one, I be like, yeah, tell your little homies about you.
Oh my god!
So that when they come,
the bee killer.
Let your homies about me. Let them know so they don't come over here because they're gonna die too.
Yeah,
we get right
that's a bit extreme. Okay. That's a bit extreme. I feel like 2020 has been crazy, and there's been a lot of things in general for 2020. I think killer hornets were like the easiest thing to deal with of 2020 because they kind of came and left, and like they threw them in as a character for 2020, and then they never really did anything to anyone, and then they kind of just left. And I'm okay with that because 2020 has been really crazy for everyone.
I don't think we needed anything else.
We didn't need killer hornets. Yeah, exactly.
You know, 2020. I feel now that I'm thinking about it, 2020 it was a lot like a video game, and every month was a new level.
Yep.
And it was like, what are we taking on
this year? We're in Jumanji.
Yo, guys, make sure tomorrow at 12 o'clock you yell Jumanji so we can all leave the game.
Yeah, we can all get out of 2020.
Let's do it.
Please.
Let's bring 2021 in correctly. I don't think we needed any killer hornets, honestly.
It's like a Black Mirror episode.
We also did have our California forest fires. Do you guys remember those news?
Yeah, that shit was lit.
No
pun intended.
All pun intended and literal.
It was also California and Australia had fires all over the place.
Yes,
those mates must have been mad.
The mates.
Cheerio, man.
That's Europeans. That's not
sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, clearly.
Ignorance. I'm sorry, guys.
Could have said like kangaroos.
Kangaroo Jack.
Speaking of animals, how many animals really are now homeless because of the fires?
Well, not homeless. There are also so many passed away just because of the forest fires.
Yeah, like the koalas and shit.
Koalas.
Oh, the poor koalas.
Yeah, I saw videos of them.
I know. You saw the one of that one with the lady saving the one off of the tree. You guys know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
the video, that. So sad. Poor little koalas.
So at the end of the day, I mean, it's so many factors that go into it, and the fact that
how did one of them start?
Well, it's supposedly one of them started because of a gender reveal in California.
That was the littest gender reveal all year.
The littest. You're something else. So at the end of the day, you know, like the forest fire bear says, only you can prevent forest fires.
Only you can prevent COVID.
No, stop.
Well,
I mean, we could,
that too.
Yes. So at the end of the day, you just have to kind of think about what you're doing, how it impacts not just yourself, but everyone around you, and you know the environment around you as well. And gender reveals caused a really big forest fires that destroyed homes, destroyed lives, killed firefighters as well, and
it could all been prevented.
Exactly.
Had y'all not gotten so fancy with your gender reveals.
And I don't even know why it's a thing to
so
make
let's
such
get
a
into
big
it
deal.
because 2020 was a year for gender reveals, and I feel like it's just a second baby shower.
I know, like, what do you even give for
because
diapers?
Like, think about it.
I didn't know you gave gifts.
At
at
a
a
gender
gender
reveal?
reveal.
Oh, I don't
so
know
I went
either.
to a gender reveal, and then I saw that there were gifts.
Yes.
And I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Because you never wanted to go to an event
Anything
empty.
Well,
empty-handed.
I mean, that's just like when you have weddings and you have like the wedding the
Ceremony?
no, you have like you have the ceremony, you bring a gift, but then they have like the wedding dinner.
Oh, like the rehearsal dinner.
No, prior to that.
No, the rehearsal dinner is where you give the gifts to whoever's in the wedding party.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
I don't know. I thought there was like a dinner prior to like.
That's a thank you dinner.
that-
Never mind, he doesn't know.
That was probably the dinner that I went. I went to a brunch
Yeah.
for the wedding that I was in, and we gave gifts.
Is that the bridal shower?
That's
That's
what
usually
could've
women
been.
that go to that.
Yes.
We had a bridal brunch.
A bridal
Oh,
brunch.
that's nice.
And
They included
everyone too.
everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually
Yeah.
it's all women that
Yeah.
go to the bridal.
Oh, that sucks.
And it tends to be like gifts for the home or lingerie
Yeah, it was.
for
It
the
was a-
honeymoon and
No,
stuff
it was
like
a
that.
lot of gifts for the home. Yes.
Yeah, so that's what tends to
So
happen.
there you go, like a
most.
gender reveal is like that,
No.
and then the dinner, the wedding could be like the baby shower.
No, I'm lost.
I mean, it makes sense in my head.
As long as it makes
You
sense
tell
in
me
your little
if it
head.
makes sense.
Listen.
Let me know if you guys, the haters, think
The hated listeners.
think the
Not the
same.
haters. You guys are not
One too many
haters.
modelos over there.
Word.
We're gonna get a shirt like that too.
What?
One too many modelos.
haters.
Oh, no.
The hated listeners.
Okay, alright. Anyways, back on. Gender reveals. Done. We also, gender reveals. I mean, what do we really have to say? Just be careful. Be careful.
I mean, people have gotten really creative. I've seen like
I think they're
cars
cool.
just going off and the tires
The back
just burning
wheels.
rubber
Yeah.
and just letting the gender reveal go. Obviously
The
the,
baby.
baseball one.
The babies for boxing and fighting.
The babies boxing.
The
Yeah,
big
whoever
babies.
won was the right
The
gender.
The baseball one is my
Um,
favorite one.
Yeah, my brother did that. He swung and missed.
My favorite ones, yeah, he
It was
did.
funny.
My favorite ones are the ones that they pop it right, and it's like blue, and then they picked up the wrong color, and it was actually supposed to be pink.
I've never seen that.
Yeah,
Huh?
she was
That's
like, "Oh
crazy.
my god, it's not a boy."
I
That
would be.
sucks.
I would be.
Anyways,
Whatever.
let's leave gender reveals right there because that would suck.
That was,
Whatever you get is a gift from God.
we had a
Accept
gender
it.
reveal in my family this year as well.
Congratulations on
Yeah.
your boy.
Yeah, I'm having a nephew.
Nephew.
Congrats.
He's gonna be Theo Chulo.
Theo
So
Chulo.
cute. Okay, on to the next one. This year was also, aside from the pandemic and all these other crazy things going on, this year was a big year, I think, politically, right?
Impeach
and-
Trump.
Right.
That's what that was going on.
We all know that
They tried to
2020, yeah.
they
2020
tried.
was a big joke in terms of governing. But I say that because it also brought up the Black Lives Matter movement. And I think that was a great. I think that's one of the things in this year that blew up, and we've all been waiting for it to happen. I think it was very necessary. I think that it's unnecessary the way that it had to come about, because really how many more black people have to be killed in order for this to actually become a topic of conversation, or not even that, in order for it to become a topic of that requires action. So I thought that it was phenomenal that now people are coming together and actually doing something about it. And I say that collectively because I know that I was out protesting, and whether you were out protesting or not, even something as simple as sharing an educational post so that people can understand what's going on and why people are doing these things, I think goes a very, very long way. But that's just my take on it. I thought that was great. What do you guys think on?
So I feel like, to be honest with you, there was a lot of ignorance around it, and people that don't understand what we mean or what people mean when they say Black Lives Matter was part of the problem.
Yes.
It's just the awareness, and when people don't understand that, it's more about the fact that there's inequality in America that people have to deal with, then it becomes a bigger issue. And once that happens, it's more of a, well, we need to teach America better, and we need to educate ourselves and our children better so that this doesn't continue to happen. That's my standpoint on it, and I just feel like there's a lot of ignorance and miseducation that needs to go on. education that needs to go on so that they can become better at knowing what the issues are and how to address it and how to be better at it so we can live in a better country.
Yeah.
No,
Perfect. What about you?
No,
In agreement.
He just agrees with me.
I am in agreement with Bayo, yes. This is the first time, I guess, in a while.
You're welcome.
That you guys agree?
Yeah.
Oh, if you guys don't know, Chulo is wearing his Foot Locker shirt, and I appreciate him for it.
We need to give him Bayo more awareness of culture.
We need to do
This is a poncho.
This is a perfect example.
If you guys go to YouTube, you can see Chulo wearing his Foot Locker shirt.
It's my poncho, okay? And I got it this year on my trip, okay? You know, I wore it today because it's the end of the year, and it was my first time being out of the country besides going to DR. So, you know, being very festive.
You have the Air Max in 9.5.
No,
No?
we don't
Okay,
sell
no.
Air Maxes.
No, okay, thanks. So that.
What's going on?
He's not foreseeing me being
Foot Locker employee,
Oh.
so he's gonna go get me my sneakers.
Got it. At some point, I guess. Yeah, that was completely over. All right.
Super overhead.
Anyways, we also did, this list, I'm looking at it and it makes me really, really sad because I feel like 2020 was more of a year of like just negatives, and I feel like we get like a little bit of just like a little bit of breath of fresh air. We're talking about like gender reveals, and then it's like now we have to sit here and talk about we also had a lot of deaths this year, and in terms of COVID, we lost a lot of lives, and then even just iconic people that we lost this year, right? Kobe.
That one hurt. That one hurt. I was actually in Florida. I didn't believe it. I thought it was.
I remember
news.
where I was at. You know what's so crazy is that when that happened, a couple minutes afterwards, I was with Juan, and a couple minutes afterwards, I literally was like, "This is something. These news is something that you don't forget where you were when you heard them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're never gonna forget where you were or who told you that Kobe had passed when it happened. Because I was like, no way.
Yeah, I don't think anybody believed it.
We were all looking for all different sources of confirmation.
I didn't. I was walking. I was in Florida. I was getting a tattoo, and we were in Wingwood, looking at the walls, about to pick up some pizza, and I'm on Twitter, and I see a post. It just says that Kobe died, and I'm like, nah, this is fake news on Twitter.
Yep.
And people are still posting, and I'm like, until Wojo says it on ESPN, I don't believe it, because he's the basketball guru.
Yeah.
And sure enough, minutes later, ESPN is posting it, Bleacher posting it, and I'm like, oh my! And then the news is covering it, and then they say it's a hell, and I was like, bro, this is nuts. This can't. And the year just had started.
Yes, that was early on. I feel like that set the tone
for 2020.
For the rest of 2020.
Oh my god, I hate 2020.
That set the tone for the rest of 2020. I think it's safe to say that even if you're not a big basketball person or Kobe fan or any of that, you just know who he is and kind of like what he meant to the game and the contributions that he did, because I love basketball, but I'm not into it like that, and I know that much. To where when I found out that happened, I knew it wasn't just any old regular news. Like it was.
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
It took everybody by surprise, for a fact.
For sure, 100%.
And then we found out about his daughter. May they both rest in peace.
Of course.
It was a tragic thing, and again, 2020 just fucking sucked.
It just started there. That's where it started.
Yes.
I mean, another iconic person that died was the Black Panther.
Yes.
Chadwick Boseman.
Yes.
And just with the breakout of the Black Lives Matter movement and the riots and the peaceful protests and all this stuff, and then the guy that that was a lead actor in one of the films that
it was super
important.
I
don't say that it started or continued. It might have projected the actual movement a little bit more in a positive light. Before everything happened this year, also he passes away as well.
Yeah.
Something I do want to point out is that a lot of people on social media were attacking him just because of the fact that he lost so much weight, not knowing of his condition.
That he was going through stage 4 cancer.
Exactly, and just the fact that they started bullying him, or not bullying him, just commenting about how much weight he lost and how all the things were, without knowing, you know, the backstory. And that tends to happen a lot on social media, or not understanding what people are actually going through, and you know, your ignorance kind of shows when you're attacking someone and not knowing what they're actually going through. So I would recommend, you know, you kind of figure out what's happening in someone's life before you actually start commenting, especially celebrities, when you know, they're in the public eye so much. So the fact that you can actually feel like you're entitled to comment about someone's life so easily, when you should kind of step back and figure out what's going on before you actually do things like that.
Before you put your foot in your mouth.
Exactly.
Is exactly what that is. No, I think that's a great point. I also think that that's a big lesson I think that everyone took away from 2020. It was kind of more just be mindful, or just be kind to people. I feel like 2020 was one of those years where everyone is going through it.
Yep.
Everyone is going through it. Doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how much money you're spending or how beautiful your life looks. I know for a fact that everybody went through it for 2020, and some of us went through it a little bit harder than others, and that's okay. Everyone struggles. Everyone struggle, but
that's true.
Just be kind to other people, because they're going through things that you know you have going through it in your life, and sometimes they have it a little bit worse, and you just never know.
Of course.
You never know, so I think you should always treat people with kindness, because really,
it's important.
Yeah.
Go a long way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Rule
you don't
of
know how
thumb.
much you can change someone's life, just a compliment, or just being kind to them.
Yeah.
Because you're helping their burden out. You're making their day a little bit better, because you're not that much more of a burden on them.
Yeah.
For that moment.
Yeah. And just to kind of go back and even just touch base on just Chadwick. I got it right?
Yeah.
I said it right?
Yeah.
Chadwick, as an actor, he was doing all of this, battling cancer and working.
Yeah.
He was still producing films, and I think that is completely insane. A lot of us take off work when we get a cold, which is completely okay, but this man was going through stage 4 cancer and was producing movies. Have you guys seen the new movie on Netflix? The one, I don't remember the name of it.
Oh, 21 Blocks or something like that?
The one that he's in with
well, I know I haven't seen it.
I have to check it out.
The actress in How to Get Away with Murder. You guys watch How to Get Away with Murder? The main character.
Yes.
The movie that he did with her.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. But in that film, I think that was the last film he did. That was his last project, and in there you can tell because he already has the weight loss in it.
Yeah.
But he played it out that way, and it's a great movie. So definitely recommended. I can go ahead and.
I'm a fact checker right now. Go ahead, continue.
Oh, there you go. He's gonna get it for you guys. I was gonna say we'll just post it in the comments, but he's gonna get it for you guys in a little bit. So we'll have the name of it. So there was that. Again, tragic year. But TikToks.
No.
Let's get on a little bit of a brighter side. TikToks blew up this year, guys. TikTok blew up. Then TikTok almost got banned.
Remember
that? Trump was trying to ban TikTok, and then we got Reels on Instagram. We've progressed a lot. What's up?
Rainey's Black Bottom.
Oh, the movie.
That's the name of the movie.
There it is.
Anyways, Chulo is a TikTok expert.
Yeah, no, I'm not an expert, so I really enjoyed the TikToks. I had a lot of free time. I used to do Vine back in the day, so I used to like making videos, content, just be funny. So I just picked up on whatever was going on, and I had my own little flavor to it, and I had fun with it. I mean, I'm still having fun with it. I mean, I don't learn every single TikTok dance, because some of these they get complicated. I don't have all the time in the world. Some of my TikToks would take 45 minutes. An hour.
Who picks these dances? Like, who picks what's
a
cool dance to do?
If you pick a trendy song, then you do a dance to it. It goes viral. That's how it becomes big.
I thought in TikTok, the trendy songs tend to be like
they're all over the place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it kind of
it
becomes trendy in TikTok.
Yes,
correct.
yes.
Like that Dance Monkey song. Love it.
What Dance Monkey song?
Dance Monkey, Dance Monkey. That's how it goes. I don't know.
We're gonna find it and be creative for you guys.
Well,
Bayo for TikTok.
Bayo for TikTok.
No, I'm not doing
TikTok.
I'm too old.
No, Bayo for TikTok. We're gonna get it done.
My niece puts me onto TikTok.
There's guys that are older than you doing TikTok.
You're right. You're right.
Come on now.
I think
Cranberry juice man.
Who?
Yeah.
Cranberry juice man.
Oh, is this an insider?
No.
Is that on the skateboard?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
cranberry juice man.
Yeah. I don't know, right? So.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They gave him a pickup truck with
Yeah.
Oh damn!
Whoa.
Fucked up that note.
So they gave him a pickup truck with a whole bunch of cranberry.
I wish I would have won that. I love cranberry.
I love cranberry juice.
And that song actually made it back to the top 100 in the Billboard.
Yes.
It's crazy.
And she redid the video too.
Yeah.
She did her own video.
That's social media influence.
I think that at some point we all gave into TikToks. When TikTok first came out, I was like, "You're not gonna catch me doing one of those." I mean,
that's the best thing about TikTok. Also, is that it pushes out content. It doesn't constrict you to like. So their algorithm is more like they'll send it out to a immediate amount of people that follow you and also follow that type of content.
Yep.
And the more likes and more people view it and like it, it bridges out, and that's how it goes. Versus you having to do an algorithm or figure out when to post, what to use, or even their hashtags. I mean, yeah, you could hashtag it, but even then, like those videos could still branch out without hashtags, without ads, without anything. It just branches out.
It's a good way to get it out.
Yeah, and your For You page is legit for you. So like whatever you like watching, you consistently watch, they'll suggest things that are like those. So it doesn't have to be specifically people that are like
you're following.
Yes,
or
following,
like
or
that.
even like
it's all based on your interests.
Or if they're verified, it's all based on what you've been liking repetitively.
I got it.
Yeah.
That's good.
So that's why it's dope. It's really cool, and I enjoy. I think I'm gonna make another TikTok.
We're gonna make a clubhouse.
Well, on the
clubhouse.
Oh, on the because we're on the topic of social media, I think this year is a perfect example of how powerful social media can be. And this wasn't one of our points, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think this 2020 really showed us how powerful social media is. We have found so many Karens and brought them down. It's not even funny.
To the university.
Karen.
Huh?
My sister is a Karen.
The one I was gonna marry?
What does that mean?
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
The other one. She always asks for a manager. She's always talking about something.
Oh.
Actually, in our fantasy football league, we named her Karen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Remember how I said vote for the best team name?
Yeah.
So they said Millie is Karen. And she changed her team name to #Karen. Because she's a Karen. She will ask for a manager.
But you know what's crazy is that, like, to me in my head, when you tell me that someone's a Karen, I think like they're racist.
Oh no.
But you're talking about a Karen in terms of like
All Karens.
causing a commotion.
Yes, in the store, asking for a manager, bringing up something. Yeah, that's Karen.
I used to like when I used to deal with Karens and I was the manager.
Oh my god.
Because then they wouldn't know and I would just do a 360.
And they would say, "Can I talk to the manager?"
I'm the manager. How may I help
you? No.
Yeah.
I would make it even worse.
I want to talk to your manager. No.
I am the manager.
Sorry.
It doesn't get higher.
Sorry.
That's always a good one. I've had that happen to me in my
customer service.
My previous employments. I want to speak to the director. You're looking at
me too. Go on Twitter.
But social media has definitely had a big impact on, I think, how we've seen this year, how we've been informed. It's been super important on how to be informed in terms of COVID and all the killer hornets and all this stuff. I think 2020 was a year where technology prevailed, especially with everybody working from home.
Yeah.
That was crazy. The switch for in-person to home, I don't know about you guys. You liked it?
I mean,
sorry, I haven't.
I don't have to go into the office. I literally roll out of bed. Okay, let me log in.
Yes, I haven't been working from home, so.
You've still been
essential worker. Thank you, Chulo, for everything you do.
Yeah, no, I've been in and out. I've been back and forth. But for those who can relate and are people that need the normalcy like I do, going virtual kicked my ass mentally. And I'm completely okay with saying that. We've prevailed. We came out winning. But being stuck at home, and again, if you are that type of person that needs that sense of normalcy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was harsh. it was hard after maybe like a week or two to again just roll out of bed and log on a computer and do that, especially if your job is very hands-on. My job is very hands-on. I work with children, and my job is to do everything behind the scenes that the teacher doesn't do. So when I go from interacting with kids every day to now looking at a computer and just saying good job over a camera,
really,
it was not
it's
easy.
tough.
Remember what I said: adapt, evolve, overcome.
There you go.
All the 4 words on LA Fitness's wall.
It's only 3 words. How did you get 4?
All 3 words are on the LA
Guys,
Fitness
just
wall.
make sure you adapt to the changes, because if you don't, then you're just gonna get stuck behind.
Okay.
Once you adapt, you have to evolve yourself as a person, and then you just have to overcome that. And then once you overcome, you become the person that you need to be to deal with those challenges that you now face in life.
Yep, praise
That's a
Bayo.
good one.
Those are my 3 words to live by.
I gotta.
He has a tattoo on his back.
I don't have any
He
tattoos.
does.
You don't put a bumper sticker on a Bentley.
Oh, Kim Kardashian.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, well, we've covered a bunch of stuff. We've covered some high highs and some low lows of 2020. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. Got something for y'all. But before we get there, 2020 reflections. What are your 2020 reflections? Let's go around the room.
Reflection.
She's looking at you,
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah?
I'm gone. I'm ready to 2021. Like, full force ahead. Get me to 2021. And I don't think the fact that, it's just a day changing or a year changing, it's more of a mindset changing.
Yes.
It's like, let's get past this. Let's start the new mindset and start thinking about, how life is going to get better and have a positive attitude and positive outlook towards life, because there's so much more potential that's coming into 2021 that wasn't in 2020. So the fact that we can, have all these positive outlooks with potential of it getting a lot better is the fact that we need to start saying, then we're going to get over this. We're going to get over this hurdle and, get back to life normal as we know it, And if it's not life as normal as we know it, then we've evolved as people that we can, start dealing with the brand new way of life.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're welcome.
That was great.
How
do you follow up?
Good luck, Chulo.
That was great.
Chulo's a number 2.
My reflections, they were much. I mean, my life really didn't change as far as work is concerned. I mean, I stuck close to my friends, which I've always been very adamant about, and family. So, I mean, that really didn't change much. But it has set me goals as far as, like, not spending, going out, solidifying my goals and moving forward towards them. So, I mean, it did ground me in a sense, So that was my reflection, more of like grounding me and then setting me up for success for what I have in store for next year.
Yep.
Yeah. 2020. I think 2020 was hard, but I think it was very well needed. And I speak personally in terms of my personal growth. I think it was very much needed. I think it, like B just said, it grounded me. And I think just like Bayo said before, it kind of helped me to do that, learn how to adapt and overcome. Because really with all the crazy stuff that we've been going through this year, I think everybody has had that mentality. We've all been on just whatever comes our way, we just have to find a way to overcome it, because really it's all been a shit show and we got to take care of ourselves.
For sure.
I think my biggest reflection of 2020 would be how much I think I've grown as a person, and I think everyone has. I think aside from all the craziness going on, people our age, and I say our age, I'm 27, like anywhere between your late 20s or mid 20s into your 30s. I feel like that whole, us as a whole, have gone through this thing where now we're learning a lot about ourselves.
Millennials.
I think we've learned a lot about ourselves. I feel like a lot of us are on a spiritual path or a self-reflecting path, or just trying to educate ourselves. A lot of us have become hustlers. I think 2020 took out the hustlers out of some of us, and with our side hustles and our businesses, because we got to make sure our pockets are right. I think 2020 was a big year for self-growth, for everyone.
I agree.
And
You're right.
as much as it sucked, it was needed. And I think that now everyone can go into 2021, like Bayo said, with a fresh mindset, because I think that that's what it's about, going in with a fresh mindset. But now 2020 showed us anything that could possibly happened in 2020,
Yep.
which now means we go into 2021 much more prepared. So
Yeah,
I hope that everyone's
2020
going in through it like that.
One.
2021.
2021.
2021.
Yeah, it did. It won.
It won.
Oh, that's funny. It won.
Oh, it won.
It won.
It won.
What are some things that you guys are looking forward to for 2021? Anything?
To be honest with you, I'm looking forward to all the opportunity, the growth of this podcast, the viewers. We appreciate you and thank you for everything that you guys do to continue to listen to us. I will continue to try to bring you more content, and we appreciate every single one of you guys. So thank you so much for being loyal and continuing to listen to us.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Always.
And we have a lot in store. Don't get me wrong. We did have a little powwow prior to this, and we're gonna continue to powwow and bring you guys more things that you guys want to listen to, more things you guys want to enjoy with us. And we have some raffles, some competitions, contests,
And a lot of guests coming.
A lot of guests. We have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of stuff.
But as far as 2021, so I've always been adamant, not always, ever since like 2015 into 2016, I've always been adamant about not really doing a resolution, but more making a vision board goal list in a sense. So what I did in 2015 was I set up a list of things that I've been meaning to do over the years, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I want to do this, I want to do that, and I just made it a list. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go always see that list, always reflect on it, and start knocking things down as far as the years go. Yep. If I did not accomplish that, I would just add it to my next year's list, and then add whatever I wanted to do for that list. So if you guys find yourself stuck with resolutions and like, oh, I want to go to the gym, I want to do this, just start very small. Like I started in 2016 with a 12-week program challenge. Pretty much, this is the program: work out, eat healthy, and that's what started my whole eating healthy, going to the gym. I always wanted to get my motorcycle license. I was like, you know what? Let's find when it's available. Let's book it.
Right.
I booked it. It's good to go. This year I wanted to travel outside the country. It didn't happen. I wanted to do 2 trips, but I actually did 1. And we booked it. We made it happen. And now next year I'm trying to do another one. So I say just build on minor goals, minimal goals, and then you just build
Your
on top of
short-term
it.
goals.
And then it's just like, oh damn, I did all this year.
Yeah. And for anyone that is feeling like that, writing it down does huge. And I actually started writing down like my New Year goals last year when it was 2019, and I wrote them down, and I have my little notebook that I keep everything in. And it's so crazy because yesterday I was looking through my stuff and I saw it, and I completely forgot that I had wrote down these little 5 short-term goals for the year. And I was looking at them, and I guess just like without noticing, I crossed off 3. Like today, yesterday I looked at it and I was like, oh, and I was like, I did A, B, and C, and it felt phenomenal. It felt great. It felt great. So definitely big recommended. Do that. Definitely do it.
I did it on my phone. And now it's a vision board.
There you go.
And not only that, share it with your friends and family or your close people around you, just because it holds you accountable.
Yes.
So making sure that that you have the right support system around you, because your friends and family are going to be the ones encouraging you to actually achieve these goals.
Yes.
And they're not going to be trying to pull you down or anything, but they will ask you for updates on these things. And as an individual, when you don't have any updates on this, it kind of pushes you to keep going towards that and make sure that you achieve those goals. So make sure that you have the right people around you to kind of push you and support you to achieve all those goals.
Yeah.
And like Braulio said, make sure that even if it's a small goal, because nobody's going to get results in 1 week or anything like that. Baby steps to get there. If it's something as simple as working out, you don't have to go to the gym every day. You don't have to go to the gym 5 times a week. You can start going 3 times a week, 2 times a week, whatever.
A 30-minute workout at home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something to progress you, to get you going more than what you're actually doing, makes it a big difference to actually achieve your long-term goal.
Yeah.
And what people don't realize is that the impact that a small transition or a small change in your life actually does for the long term. And they talk about this in a lot of like influential books, the compound of a small change in your life and things like that. In investing, it says the compound of like adding $5 or $20 every week to your investments, and how the impact of long-term growth makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So
and don't get discouraged. Like, I had competitions in the past where I had a 30-day challenge that you can't eat junk food, let's say. And people fail day 5 and be like, well, I failed the month, so I'm done. I would be like, no,
reset.
Continue. I'm like, I have cheat meals incorporated in my month. Just because on day 13 I cheated doesn't mean that on day 14 through 30 I'm gonna
keep cheating.
Keep cheating. No, you just
that's
build
it.
on
It's
it. Okay,
over.
that's one. Okay, so I cheated 3 times this month. Maybe next month I'll do 2. Maybe next month I'll do 1, and then you actually complete your goal. But if you don't
get better,
if you don't,
You rest if you must, but you don't quit.
exactly.
So,
That's great. Well, we're gonna end off. I think we covered a lot. We're gonna end off, and before we do, again, like Bayo was saying, thank you guys so much for always listening and always tuning in to our episodes. We greatly appreciate it. And because it is the hated truth, and we're gonna end with the hated truth, give me an up and a down that you guys have had this year with the hated truth.
Chulo
a high and a low. Let's do
the high and the low.
let's
Chulo being ranked number 2, me being ranked number 1.
What's that? That's your high?
Yeah, that's
That's
my
your
high.
high. Okay.
My low is being ranked number 1. Chulo being ranked number 2. It just doesn't get any better.
my low is Bayo bringing up all these concoctions and ideas for me to
Like
do.
the holiday. That's
The
what it's called.
holiday, Chulo for the snow.
It was fun.
Yeah, but he was not a fan of it at first.
But
No.
like, you just get raffled for everything. Like, Bayo's idea, Chulo do it.
It's a great idea.
And my high is getting Bay on the show.
Hey! Thank you for joining. We really appreciate it. It was
well,
great.
that's my high. My high is being able to come on. I don't think I have a low. I've loved coming on here and doing this with these guys and being able to bring this to you guys and just the creative aspect to it. So I only have a high for the hated truth. So I hope that next year they're all highs and minimal lows, and that is from us, and I hope that it goes the same for you guys in your personal life, and I hope you guys end off 2020 as best well as you can spend it, and I hope 2021 brings you all many blessings.
Be safe, don't drink and drive, small groups, keep your mask on, wash your hands, 2 happy birthdays, all of that, hand sanitizers, have a happy new year,
and as always,
hate it.
Oh, that's it? You don't have to say anything?
No, hate it.
Alright, say less. Hate it.
Hate it.